Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, or whatever time you're watching this, because you might not be catching this live. Just trying to make sure that the camera's fairly straight. And I'm going to pull this back down a little. Sorry, not going to be pleasant for you. I forgot that I had pulled it up when I did my layout share from my scrapbook retreat last weekend. So that's why I couldn't be with you. Okay, I think that's good. We'll see. Okay. I could probably get even a little bit closer. So, sorry guys, this is the bad part about having to adjust cameras. Okay, I think that might be it. I think we might be good now. Okay, hopefully that's good. I'll play with a little bit more if I need to. Okay, so couldn't be with you last week because I was at my scrapbook retreat and it's not straight. I'm gonna change my mat to see if that will help a little bit. Adjust that. So tonight I'm going to start out by scrapbooking photos, these two photos together. So this is my granddaughter, who in this picture is 3. Her little brother is 2 here. And they are only about 15 months apart in age. So of course they can fight like cats and dogs. Not unusual when you have kids that close in age, or at all, really. But definitely they can get into it. So my daughter-in-law took these 2 photos of them on this particular morning, like getting along and watching shows together and that kind of stuff. Now my granddaughter does have this really cool rainbow stripe dress on. So I was thinking I might want to include something that's more rainbow striped, and I have an actual stripe. This is from an old collection. And then I have this one, which is also from an old collection. I think that does a nice job. And then I have this piece. I want to check and see how, so that's 8 inches wide, which that might be really nice. There's this piece as well too. So I think this is nice, but I think this looks a little bit too much like the stripe. If I use this instead, and I'm thinking I would use it more like this. If I use this instead, it's striped, so it echoes that idea, but because it's scalloped, it's not exactly that. So I'm thinking maybe that's what we'll use. And now I just kind of need to go to my solids. I have this green, but that doesn't feel right because of her dress. And I have lots of faux solids here. And if I don't get the right one, I will grab something else. So this is, by the way, I decided to use the Tiny Tots collection. So I do kind of like this because it emphasizes some of the blues in the photos here. Blue in her dress. He's wearing a black, the blue in the back wall there. So I think that's not a bad choice. I do also have, by the way, this piece, but I think, again, that's a little bit too close to what her dress is doing. And I think it might be distracting because I think what it does is it fights the boldness of that pattern if I use this pattern. So that's why I'm not using that one, just in case you have the Tiny Tots collection and are saying, okay, Kelly, why aren't you not using that? So then we have this piece here, the red. What I'm really looking for is something in that like ice blue. I have another green here, which I think is a better match to her dress. Thinking I actually like, what I could do is do like that blue and then this green, because I do like this green topping that, but let me I don't have any of that lighter icy blue in my papers from the Tiny Tots collection. So let me grab my scraps here and see what I could come up with. Like this is the color I'm thinking of. This is the Hearts and Ombre. And I think that would be okay if it was more like this. Obviously, I don't want to use that pattern though, because the size of that heart and the size of this scallop are too similar, plus my hearts are sideways. I mean, I could do it so that, well, actually, I wouldn't be able to do that because one pattern is going very vertical, one's going horizontal. So that's not the piece that we want. Let's try it with some of this doodle bug. So I'm thinking this with this and this. And I'm thinking what I'm going to want to do is, because this blue is more of a Wedgwood blue, I'm going to use this green, I think, to separate the blue if I find the blue that works, if I can find a blue that works. And I'm continuing to look here. This dot is nice. And I think that's a nice, happy color here. See how that kind of looks? I like that combination. I think I like that more. Let me pull this off. So I have that and that. Oh, actually, we should do it this way so you can kind of see the combination there. That and that, or this and that. So I think this is a really nice combination as well too, but it's very strong and bold. And I think I want this to be a little bit softer. They're a little bit younger, although they are both pretty active and crazy. So I guess that would not be the worst. And I think I said this is 8 inches. Yeah, this is 8 inches. So what I would want to do is, because this is not a full piece, I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock that I can mount that on just to make my life easy. I certainly could go through and find you know, I should say find, but put it together without doing that, and just use, you know, just try to get it, you know, not equal, but try to get it right. But I'm not going to. And see, this is a nice match for that. Now, that's an interesting thought. I could, although I don't think, I was going to say I could try to border it. And maybe blue, like a blue border. Let's see what we think about this. Is that too many things? I think it's, well, I think this green, I don't want to see that much of the stars. These patterns are all a very similar size, and that's, I think, where I'm having a little bit of a problem with this right now. So we're going to put that blue away. I have the stickers, the chipboard sheet, and also the pack of ephemera, and then the puffy stickers from this collection. So I have a lot to work with this particular collection, because I'm not quite sure. I know I want to title this These Two, because that's what she titled it. And I think, you know, it's kind of like these two, like they're so cute and so wonderful, and then they can fight like cats and dogs. But that's a sibling, right? I certainly have 2 of them, and my sister and I weren't that close in age, as close as these 2 are, but we were close enough. And now as adults, we're close. Okay, so this was, I should be telling you what these papers are. So this is Tiny Tots 2.0, which is a brand new collection. When I did a live 2 weeks ago, I think I showed you this. And this is the You're a Star paper, because it's a bunch of stars on the background, which is kind of cute. And then I just need to trim this to 12 by 12, my little background sheet. You can use, actually, oh wait. I was going to say you can use like scrap white cardstock, and I was going to, because the new, I'm having a hard time getting 12 by 12 page protectors. The ones that I used to like from Michaels are not selling them the way I used to buy them, or even at all. I haven't been able to find them. So I bought some from Hobby Lobby, which is another place I used to buy them, but they've changed them. They have white paper in them, and the way they attach is a little bit different. But they have a white paper in them now, kind of like they used to, like page protectors used to. And I was thinking, oh, I could use that, except I forgot that I did give that white paper to my grandkids so that they can have a, they have something to color on and write on, that kind of stuff. So I cut this to 4.5. I usually like it a little bit bigger than a true 1/3, because 1/3 on a 12 by 12 would be 4, 4, and 4. I usually like mine just a little bit wider than that. This is cute too if I wanted to stay more white, but I'm definitely going to go with the more blue here. Now the question is, I like to usually put something between the join for the papers here. So let's bring those photos back here, and maybe I should kind of look at how I'm going to, or what I'm going to embellish with now, because that might help me decide what I'm going to do here. And I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do is do like I'll do washi is what I'm thinking. So the chipboard here, I have a sister and I have a brother, which would be cute. The only problem is there's a lion motif in the brother, so not as wild about that. And I think I don't want to emphasize, I don't want those two words to be as big. I want it to be more, I want them to be a little bit smaller, so that if I was going to do that, so I can get these two across there. So let's see. Dude smile, trouble little, imagination growing, buddies. So this would be cute for this because they are buddies. There's a nice love you. They're so big. I like this piece because this gets the rainbow back in. And what I usually do when I have a sticker like this, sometimes you can just tear these, which this one did a good job of tearing. And I like to just use half of it because I most of the time it doesn't go on the top, it goes down here somewhere. And if I do that, then I want to just use half because you're not going to see the back side. So I'm just going to put these things over on my mat. You can see them there. There's an arrow here in red. I think that would be nice. Let's see, the cutest, that's in red. I'm not sure I want to emphasize that. There is a too cute for words in orange. I think we'll just wait some more and see. Let's see, we have So Handsome, So Pretty, and a bunch of cute little puffies that I can use to add flowers or bees or ducks or something in there. I'll put those aside. And then there's this craziness, which is the ephemera pack. I also had a little bit of leftover from a couple of old, I think I had from the original Tiny Tots collection. I think I had some things left over, so I think that's in here. Oh, this one says grandparents are the best. They are the best. But I'm thinking maybe, I could definitely cover that up. Like this could even cover that up, especially if I brought this down a little bit. I don't know that I want to, but we'll see. I'll see if I can find a different one. You know, you find the right thing, you should use it, right? So I'm just going through. There's so much in this pack. So this is kind of cute. It's a blue and a pink whale. So boy, girl, that would kind of make sense. Family. I probably don't need all that. This goes back. There's a heart there, but that goes back to that lighter green heart. This would be a good place to use some Ellie Studio puffy hearts if I want to. Let's see. This cute little bee. Let's see. Let's adorable. That would be cute for them because they are pretty adorable if their grandmother does say so. Here's another Best Buds, and that would be kind of cute because they are pretty good. So this is from the Family First collection, some pieces that are left over. So is this. Let's see, Roarsome, Handsome, Family Love. Let's see, My Whole Heart. I Can't Even. That's cute. Let's see, You're the Gold at the End of the Rainbow. I Think You're Fantastic. Let's see, You and Me. That's not quite right for this one. Adorbs is cute. So now you're kind of seeing everything. Let's see, this says Cuteness. It's a little Polaroid, and I can always put something there with the Twinkle Twinkle. And then there's this green one with the blue heart. Maybe the blue heart could be something that I could use. I think that green I won't use because it would be right next to this. So love you. And I have tons of grandparent pictures, so goodness, that would be good to be able to use those. Let's see, Your Number One Fan. Here's another arrow. Let's see what that says. Little Honey. Okay. 2 dinosaurs, one in pink, one in blue. So that I could use, again, kind of that same idea as the little whales up there. Happy. And then we have a lot of like hearts and stars on circles here in different colors, flowers. So, okay. So I think I have some good things to start out with. One thing I'm not feeling is I'm not feeling like a whole, I don't know, like I don't feel like I have a theme here of color, which might not work. So, okay, so I've got the Best Buds piece there. So I could pull this off instead of using the Cuteness, is just put this on here like this. So I kind of like that idea. I do have this Buddies piece, but that could like come up here, and then maybe I could bring in some other colors. Oh, and I have this sticker too. I have to remember that I have this sticker, and then I have these two that I want to put in here somewhere. So that could work. Buddies here. And then we have like the other pieces. So the one thing is that I feel like I'm not getting color. Well, hello, Linus. Linus just came into the room to say hello to all of you. So one of the things I'm feeling is I'm not getting color. Like I don't have a navy. Like if I've got the navy and the aqua here, I'm feeling like I should have navy and aqua somewhere else. So that's bothering me a little bit. And then pink. So maybe what I do, I'm just looking at this happy. Since I have the Best Buds here, I won't feel so bad if I lose the sticker that says Best Buddies. And then we'd get like the pink. So then I'd have the pink, and I could bring in some hearts and that kind of stuff. Super big, super loud, super loved. That works too as well. And here's the adorable. So that could come down here, and I could have that plus the pinks and blues here. Then if I'm going to do this, I need some kind of journaling piece here. And since there's a grid behind there, I have blank cards here. I'm going to try not to use a grid, but unfortunately, I may only have gridded stuff left. So I have these cards here. So I'm not sure. I obviously didn't get these all back in because there's stuff. That's what I was looking for. It's like I put these back in backwards is what's going on here. I did. So I'll have to play with that later. But anyway, the most important thing is that I found one without a grid. And I've got a mess of cards here that's all screwed up. Now, although I looked at this, it says today, good times are due over. I like this card. It's too big though for the side here. I'd have to put that somewhere else. I could probably overlap it a little bit, but I don't love that. But that would have been cute as well for this. So what I'm going to do here is just create the journaling space for behind the frame. And I do this all the time. This is probably the way I use frames more than anything, is like this to journal. I just have a really hard time. Well, I don't, for one thing, my photos aren't printed at these sizes. Even if it's like a 4x4 or the piece is 4x4 kind of, the frame here is 4x4. I don't print my photos at those sizes. I tend to print them 4x6 or just a little bit less than that because it's the phone from the phone size for that. So it just doesn't work very well for me, and I most often end up doing this. Sometimes collage frames as well. They're a little bit of kryptonite for me. Ooh, and by doing this, I do like this blue because it, you know, it's nice that that's there, but I think it's color-wise, I do like this as well, but I don't know that I want to, quote, waste an entire sheet that I'm not going to journal on. And that's not really wasting it, but okay. So then what color should I use to go between here? And I'm thinking it needs to be yellow because for some reason I'm thinking yellow to just kind of pop this and make it pop, which yellow is going to do. So let me grab my washi container here. And I could take out the trays from mine, which is really nice, and kind of look to see. Let's see. I have a great big polka dot here. I also have this really nice smaller diagonal in kind of a buttery yellow, which is what that is. So I think that's what we're going to use here. I also have this nice, yellow dot here, but it's a little bit, it's not quite as buttery as this is. This is a Bella Boulevard tape. These are really old. I'm so sad that they don't make these anymore. They haven't for years, as is that chevron there too. That's another one. I'm going to miss these. I'm starting to, after, oh gosh, I bet these things are probably 8 years old, at least. It's probably even 10. Maybe more than that. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm starting to use them up and it's making me sad. I want to use my washi up, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see if I can find some more washi like this, because I will definitely miss it when it's gone. Okay, so there's that. Then let's figure out where this is going to go. I do like that adorable. That may or may not stay. Oh, and I have these guys. So can we get these to work here? So this Best Buds thing here. Going to want them to kind of touch that if I can. And why don't, I'm going to take this Best Buds arrow and just attach it. Hey, Nancy, happy Friday to you too. What I'm going to do is just take it all the way over and justify it to this side, because I know that I want to cover up that cuteness. Not that I could have left that, but this Best Buds thing is just too cute not to use. Yes, happy Friday. I was supposed to work today, and I work a much shorter day on Fridays. I only have 3 clients. Well, I have 3 hours of massage. Today I would have had 2 clients to do that. Both of my clients were ill and had to cancel. So I had an unexpected day off today, and then I had a massage later today for myself, which was lovely. Okay, so I'm just trying to decide if I want him to touch that layer or not. And I think I should touch that. It just looks funny without it. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good I'm going to move this just a little bit that way to give myself a little breathing room over here. And then I will glue that down. The nice part is I have a polka dot over here to make sure I'm gluing it semi-straight. Okay, then we'll do this. So I've been putting away tons of layouts just in case you guys didn't see. I was, or you're joining me a little bit later. I was at a scrapbook retreat last weekend and did 64, 65 layouts. So I've been working on putting those away. So the other thing I don't want to see if I can help it is this little bit of green here. Now I could, it doesn't bother me there because I'm not trapping any space, but I had some trap space here between them. So I want to look at how that looks, which might mean that I bring this down just a titch here. A titch, that's means just a little bit for those of you who don't speak whatever crazy slang that is. Idiom, whatever that is. So yeah, I was pretty productive. I usually am. Actually, when I did the scrapbook retreat in March, I actually did 75 layouts in the same time. But we had our first warm day here on a weekend. We've had warm days, but they've always been during the week so far, our first warm spring day. And I just could not completely scrapbook. I sat on the screened-in porch and read and talked to friends, and I went for a beautiful walk on a trail. So sometimes that just happens. I still think 64 layouts is pretty good. I used to be happy when I did 30, so that's good. Okay. And it doesn't matter, just as long as I get some done. I'm thinking that I need to pop something up. I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer so that you guys can see that. I need to pop something up. So I'm going to pop her up. And then we'll pop up maybe the happy up there. And I'm thinking right now this is feeling very pink and blue to me, which is fine because it is about a boy and a girl. Not that you have to do pink and blue for boys and girls, but definitely purple and pink are her favorite colors. And I don't know what his favorite color is yet. I don't think he has, well, he might have one, but I don't think he's told us what his favorite color is yet. Okay. So we'll get her, or her, yeah, her, this female dinosaur here. And maybe I'm going to drop, yeah, I'm going to drop that down just a little bit there like that to just give it a little bit more, not motion, but something. So I'm thinking what I'm missing here is I'm missing some yellow now in these, what do I want to say? Embellishment. So I'm thinking that I need to bring some yellow in. I'm just going to pop those on there so I don't forget. Then this, okay, so how am I going to do that? I think kind of just like that with my hand in the way, you're not going to be able to see that. But I'll put the happy down and then put these two little whales over it popped up. And I'm thinking a little bit that maybe my Ellie Studio hearts might come in here, that this might be a good place to use them. Okay, so let's pop these up. Just because that would be a really easy way to get some more color in here. They may not work color-wise because they might not be buttery enough. And I have to figure out what to do for a title here. So we'll take a look at that too. All right, so let's get these two little whales up there. And they're kind of floating up there, but I'm okay with that. It's not the worst thing ever. Let's see. Then, okay, so now looking for more yellow up here. Now my title I could do in yellow, but I don't think I have enough of the alpha left to do. Okay, so T. Oh, I actually, do I have an O? I don't have an O. I have a Q. I could MacGyver. Not that I had accidentally bought a second sheet of these letters. I was trying really hard when I was scrapping with this collection last weekend to actually use these letters off of that sheet, because otherwise they sit there and then I put the sheets away and I haven't used them. So let me just check. I thought somehow that I had accidentally bought a second one, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought I did. Yeah, I think I just thought I did, because I did not. Okay, so that means I need a yellow alpha. Well, actually, I don't, because I have the letter 2. So let's see. My only question is, if I do that, is it not dark enough? And I think it's going to be really hard to see. Yeah, that T is so hard to see. So let's go back, and I'm thinking like a navy would be nice here. I'll grab some navy letters here. So pardon me for just a second as I sneak away. And I don't have a lot to choose from here. Well, maybe I think actually I have more than I thought. I should stop saying things tonight because I'm finding stuff. How about this alpha? This is a different one. I wonder how this looks up against this. Is it too bluey, purpley? I just liked that it was a little bit different, but maybe too many shapes then. Oh, goodness. This is one of those alphas that's falling off, which that's lovely. Let's see. I'm going to try it and see. Why not? It'll be different. It's a little more whimsical because they're children. Well, we used everything but one E up already. It's okay. I could take my white pen and make something with that. So T, W, O. And I actually like the way that looks. Didn't think I was going to like it. I always find these circular alphas really hard to work with. So we have that. And I like the way this looks. I'll go back after the cameras are all shut off and I'm going to glue this down just because it will slide and be awful. So just so you know, I am going to do that with this because it won't stay. Yeah, it does look a little, it looks a little purple, depending on how the light hits it, but it's actually a navy color and it's looking better on camera. It is a little bit of a different blue than these blues are, but I think I'm okay with it. I like the whimsical part of it, and we'll just do that. Then I was like, let's see. Oh, this guy here, that was one thing. I didn't put that down here. I could put that there, but I don't think I need that color there. I really think what I need is some yellow. Okay, and that adorable, because it's not connected over here, looks like it doesn't belong. I mean, I could pop that up here maybe. Let's see. Too many words over there, but let's see if I can use one of these other die cuts here maybe. So what I could do is just get this to stick in here. Just gonna pull the girl dinosaur here up just a little bit to see if I like that. I think that's disappearing into the paper. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's see what I can do to find some yellow hearts here. I think that's the color that I need. And that's the one color that I don't have a ton of course. So I have 4 yellow hearts in a buttery. Again, this needs to be kind of a buttery yellow. So that's one of the things that I was looking for. So there's a nice yellow heart there. I like bringing that in. That helps there. Maybe a second one there. And I do have this one down here. And I think that's just a little bit too much. I like the 2 up there. So I think this has been, now I have a nice little balance of adding that yellow in, and I think that works really well. I could pop, maybe if I can find a green, like that works with that green, that might be a nice enamel dot because it'll bring this green back into these clusters. More important for this cluster because there's no green up there. So let me see what I can find with my green enamel dots here. So that's not as dark. And this I think is kind of the wrong green. Probably the green that sat right between those 2 is the right one because it's more of a yellowy green. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like, no. I'm getting a shine from the light too, and I'm having a hard time seeing that. This is such a primary green. You pop one of these here and see. It's not a bad match to that. Let's see what else I can find. I mean, I could do more yellow, but I like the idea of green. If I can't find anything else, we'll do that green. Lane Amen, who used to do the Scrap Happy website, always says, or always said, I don't know that she even scrapbooks anymore, or at least she doesn't, I don't know that she does it for publication, but she always said better done than none. So sometimes I just have to go, okay, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. And it's done. And I don't have any more green. I'm starting to think, in all seriousness, that I need to start ordering some more. I'm just making sure this is the right green here. That I need to order some more of my colors of dots. Here. Oh, I look to see. Yes, even that, like the hearts. Oh, it's not the right green because I can see which green it would have been. All right. I'll be happy with what I have here. Then I should probably tuck, if I can, with the big ones, just so they don't take up so much visual space here. Little green there, and then I need a third one. And maybe right, oh, nope, can't be right there because I have one down there. I mean, I could also put it down here too. Or down here somewhere. Here we go. Well, let's see. I do kind of like that on her little flower there, but then I lose my triangle here. Let's see, or on the little yellow heart laying at the right on the blue dinosaur? Yeah, maybe. Well, it's going to try it right there. Yeah, this is better here. The one thing I don't know if you guys do this, but when I do little characters like this, I'm always a little conscious of where the enamel dots land on those characters, because I don't want to look like want them to look like they're pooping. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's really true, because I think you have to be careful. Maybe there, like that, and like that. There we go. That makes me a little bit happier. I kind of like how that's going to go around all the journaling there. But in all seriousness, I think about that. Sometimes I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, that doesn't look good there. So it's my weirdness. And I don't have to tuck those big ones, but I do like to do that. And these I won't, because those guys are up there, those two whales, I'm probably not going to attach these. Like this is on something, you know, it's touching something, but I'm not going to do that there. So yeah, I could have done that little yellow heart next to the blue dinosaur there too. I think I did try him a little bit here, but it feels like then I need one back over here maybe. So I think we'll just do that. And I'll probably have to glue those down too, because they won't rest like that very well. Oh, a little yellow heart with the title too. That's a good idea as well, to use up that last one. Yeah, we definitely could do that. If I can find where I put the little, it's going to have to be a bigger one though. I actually think I like that without it. I think it draws your eye a little bit too much and makes, I know the title's important, but I think I was focusing a little bit too much on the title there. But I do like that idea. If I did another cluster over here, definitely I think that would be a good place to, you know, do that. But I think it would also be a little bit too in line with that one. And this cluster got kind of big. So I say this all the time, but I either do my clusters diagonally across the layout like this, because then it comes across the photos. So your eye goes across the photos when you're looking from cluster to cluster. We read left to right. So that kind of makes sense that I would do that. Or I like to do 3 clusters with the photos in between. So like here, maybe here and here a lot of times is what I'll do. Or maybe here, up here a little bit, here somewhere. But anyway, just so that the photos are in between the 3, and then your eye is drawn into that. So that's that. So I think there's layout number 1. And those guys, I can see, you guys, I'm looking at the screen here, and these letters are reading very purple on camera. They are not as purple in real life as they are on camera, just so that you know that sometimes that just happens with the way light looks and fools us and all that kind of thing. So I've got a bunch of sports pictures out to do another layout, but I've created such a mess here with all my stuff. I have time to do another layout. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find another picture of like the little kids and see if I can do something, keep using this Tiny Tots collection. So I'll show you, just in case you haven't, I have a couple new subscribers. So this is how I store my photos. These are Cropper Hopper photo envelopes. And then this is the big one. They make a small thin one, which, let me show you what that is. That's this. Really, I don't remember if it's 3 or 4 of these fit in here, and then you can kind of categorize your photos. I don't store my photos specifically like this anymore, unless it's my old stuff, my film camera stuff. Otherwise, I just print them shortly after I take them in mostly 4x6 or 4x4, and then I just drop them in here, and then I put a possible title or what was going on and then the date, so that I can remember what I was what I was trying to scrapbook. The date is important sometimes because then I can go back and find what do I want to say? Find the Facebook post. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, guys. I was not computing very well. But find the Facebook post for whatever was, going on there. Okay, so this is cute. I think we'll do this. So that's my youngest grandson, and he's 2 here. He's still 2, but he's shortly going to be 3, not much more than a month, and I can't believe that he can possibly be that age. And he's, like I said, he's my youngest. So, all right. So then I usually use my Cropper Hopper trimmer to trim the photos. I can use my big trimmer too, but this is just easier. Here's where I can bring in some red, and I think there's a So Handsome. He has the best, cutest little smile. When he smiles at me, little Dickens likes to play with Grandma, and he gives me the side eye a lot. He is a pandemic baby. He was only about 9 months old when everything started, and unfortunately, he was not so fond of people because of that. Okay, so here we have cute photos of him. I like this background for that. And then I'm thinking we need some sort of background frame. And most of the time I like to do frame layouts here. Let's see. Okay, that's nice. Let's look at what red would look like here. I have that same paper but in red. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is a great example of why you want to test this. Okay, look at that. And then that. You definitely see more of him, and the photos are much more defined with this blue star background than you do here. Isn't that crazy how color can change things? Now, I don't think it's wrong, though, to use red in this background if you want to do that as a like a frame background here, because you've got the blue here, and he's really emphasized here. So yeah, huge. You're right, Nancy. It's a huge difference. So sometimes that's playing around just a little bit when you, and I just used 2 colors from the photo here. What I would say are the 2 predominant colors there, because here it's the blue's very predominant because of his shirt. It's also predominant here. And then obviously the red slide. He has a maroon pair of pants on too. So that's a little bit of a red as well with a little bit of red slide. So I think we're going to just take that small frame, not a big frame on this. I pasted that down just a little bit. And I'm still playing with the idea of using a frame, but I'll probably go to just a regular navy cardstock if I do that with this. I don't think I want to do green as a frame. So let's do the experiment that I just did. We'll test this. With some other colors. And I think actually here, if the So Handsome piece works out, because there was a So Handsome something somewhere in, oh, the So Handsome I think is on the puffy stickers, which I did not use. Might blend into that background. That's the only thing. If I had left a little bit more space up here, that might have worked. We'll see. Now, I also could do like this too. And maybe that would be kind of fun so that he's not just here like this, that we do this. Now, that means star paper there, but I don't think that's a bad thing. So let's do that. Cut the bottom off of this, and I'll use this red as the base here. I have a lot of stuff sitting on my trimmer right now, and it's taking up a lot of space. So let's see what we think is kind of a nice, because I think I'll do the So Handsome here, or just maybe Handsome, because I don't love how the Handsome here is in the oranges, and the So is in the oranges, and the Handsome is in the blue. That's just kind of a little weird. So I think I'll do just Handsome here. And then just want to make sure that we have enough room here for him. I don't need a lot of journaling here then. Okay. So actually then I know where to cut this. And I didn't take a measurement other than just, you know, with my fingers there. But, oh, this is funny. You guys are going to laugh. Remember what I said about when I do 1/3, 2/3, I tend to like really that I usually like the smaller piece to be about 4.5 inches instead of just 4. When I just measured this reveal here is going to be 4.5 inches, and that's just my eye doing that. I did not, and it landed almost exactly at 4.5. I did not program that. Okay, so I like that. Leave that there. I'm thinking washi tape here again. So let me grab my blue. I'm trying to remember this. This is Bella Boulevard et al. This is the one I'm really going to cry when it's done because I love this blue. It's nice and wide. And you can use, this is a great place to do like border punch something. I'm just not feeling that tonight. I'm feeling like using the washi. Oh, and I was gonna show you guys the difference between like looking at green here for like the background, like would that work? So let's quick do that. So there's the blue. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so here's green. Now obviously this is a dotted green. Let's do this because this is the cross hatch, so that'll be a little bit easier to see. So that's nice. I don't mind that at all. I think that's a really, really nice green here. And there's nothing wrong with that if you use it. I think it looks beautiful. But that just makes so much of a difference. That is, for me, for my eye, the better of the two papers. Now, if you like the green better, use the green. Because that is all that, what you like is all that really counts. Because it's your layout, right? Okay, then let's put this halfway here. Well, not halfway. Halfway between these spaces here is what I was thinking. Or something apart. Handsome and Heartbreaker, or really maybe down here, and then I do another cluster up here. It's a little harder to see Heartbreaker on here because of that it's down here, and I could ink these, but I'm not going to. I tend to like to use Bella Boulevard uninked. I don't know why, but I do. So now to think about what are we going to do. Now here's where I could use, like, grab here this heart, and then I could pull Handsome closer to that. I think now too that I have this red background, I really don't like the orange on there, but Handsome would be cute. I have this red arrow sticker. I'm just thinking, would that work on top or the bottom of Heartbreaker here? Yeah, let's pop that down there. And I always have plenty of like hearts and stars, that kind of stuff to use to pull color in if I'm not finding it in the stickers and that kind of stuff that I'm using here. So that is a little bit going over some of the letters here. I'm okay with that. I just want to be careful about what letters I'm going over. There we go. If I bring it way down to that edge, it's okay. So I'm losing it in that red. Hold on. Wasn't paying attention to it on the back side there. Okay, there we go. So we have him on there. Have this. And the greens here. We could do the blue here. What else do I have? I have another heart. Don't love that heart. We have a little car. That would be a little weird. Plus the car going the wrong direction there. There it makes a lot more sense. There's the handsome there, but I think we'll, because we have handsome down, or we have handsome here, we won't use this handsome. Looking to see if there was another car. There's 3 cars, but that's too big for up there. Let's see, there's a cute little dog and a bear and a kite. Let's see, I want something that's going in the correct direction. And I'm just using like little kid motifs here. I don't care that I don't have a dog on this. So I think that's what we'll do. And I've got these little dog head stickers, so maybe not the car down here, because I think I could use a little dog sticker down here. Or dog puffy sticker. So that I think works. All right, let's do that. And then I'll probably need something a little bit smaller in this cluster up to the top left here, because these are really close in size. I'm just going to play with this a little bit. Again, I've got some trapped space there that I don't want trapped. Okay, I think I just put the dog down and did not glue the heart down. There we go. Okay. So we have that down. Let's get the handsome on here, because that will help me figure out what else we need to get up here for color. And I'm thinking, again, maybe a little pop of yellow up in there somewhere. Don't know what it is about the yellow tonight. There's little car motifs on here too, so that's kind of cute. And I'm thinking I want to get some, that dog face down on the bottom right there, because because there's the brown up there. So, and these photos are just some photos that my stepson was taking when they had a park date. This is last fall, and his little sister, his older sister, all of his older siblings actually were in school at least part days, because my granddaughter went to school for a little bit last fall, a couple days a week, for a couple hours every day. And that way he and Daddy had some time by themselves. My stepson is a stay-at-home dad, which is awesome. That happened during COVID, and it's continued. Okay, so let's get one of these puppy dog faces down here. And then, I don't know how I feel about hearts and stars, but maybe here. I hope you, if Harmony was here, she'd be laughing, because you can hear Linus. Oh, this is cute. Kind of handsome little kiddo. Maybe. There's the smile word here as well too, but I don't love that on top of the red. It's not bad, it's just not my, I don't know, not loving that tonight. Let's look again let's see, I have a red heart here. I don't know that we need it. I don't think we need any more red down there. So green, we have, so we could do aqua or navy over here because it's on a red background. So let's see what I have for heart colors here. I don't have this bluey. My aqua is more green. I've got yellow hearts. I can use these yellow hearts, I think. Or that yellow heart that we didn't use before, Linda. Maybe that's what. There, but then I need yellow down here. So let me see if I can find a yellow heart in that. Otherwise, I'll have to change that heart out. And I do have stars, but I don't have stars in the colors I really want them in. I might have to change those. I'm actually running out of that's a good yellow match. So let's do yellow heart. Actually, I have a navy heart right here too. For some reason, I like doing those together. These are pretty little. Yeah, I think that's okay because you like have a trio of things there. And I'm going to do the yellow and the blue up there, that navy and blue, because I like that. So the one thing I'm trying to decide is if I like this little kiddo sticker or not. So there it is on it. And there it is off of it. So I'm gonna look, my video is just a little bit delayed. I kind of actually like that pop there. So I think we're gonna leave it. Just going back and forth about it. But let's leave it on there. I like that pop of yellow on that side. Okay, so then I can do some enamel dots if I want. And let's see. We know how that green worked out the last time with this. I need more of a citrusy green here. I do have yellow though. And I have navy, or maybe, you know what? I think I'm going to leave the enamel dots off here. Reason being, I think with all I feel like I have a lot of little pieces with these hearts and then that little dog face there. So I think I'll leave them off of this one. Plus, all of those circles are pretty busy. So I don't think I need them on this one. I think I'm good without that. So I was going to try to clean this up a little bit so that I can bring the other layout back in. This is the problem. When you get packs that big, goodness, at least you get a little bit of space to look so that you can see the two layouts. And kind of the funny part is I think I talked about this on Sunday when I did the, I'm going to take this sticker off so I don't lose it. So that when I did the layout share is that you can take layouts that have the same formula to create them and they can look really different. And tonight's scrapbooking is a perfect example of that because I used a 1/3, 2/3 formula on both of these layouts, right? They're both 1/3, 2/3, or as close as I get to 1/3, 2/3 because mine are really where I'm doing 4.5 here. But when I use the washi tape, that really kind of balances out a little bit too. And I use washi tape on both of these. So isn't that crazy how different they look? But really, when you turn them, you see they're almost exactly the same, not quite, but almost exactly the same. And even if I like do it this way, so, you know, you could do a big photo or the photo this way. But anyway, so, and I did, this is funny, I did the same vertical or the same horizontal as well. Thanks, Susan. I did the same horizontal across the picture on these as well too. I didn't even notice that until now. But that's such a, for me, that's such a formula that I do that, where I do a horizontal across, or a diagonal across the photos to get the photos included. I don't even think about that anymore, you guys. That just is kind of a natural thing for me to do. Now this one, I don't really have journaling to do, so I'll probably just take my white pen and date this down here. This one I have a little bit of journaling to do about how those two can fight like cats and dogs, but how they also really love each other and, you know, are relaxed and that kind of stuff. So I think it's kind of cute. So all of this used the Tiny Tots 2 collection with a little bit of, this is a paper from Doodlebug, I think. Yes, that's a Doodlebug paper. Other than that, it's all from Tiny Tots 2 or Bella Boulevard, because these are old washi tapes from Bella. So it was good to see you guys tonight. If you missed it, on Sunday, I went through all of the layouts that I made over the weekend, just because a couple more people have joined us since I said that. So there is a live video of that where I went through all the layouts and then added on the end probably 20 more layouts or so that I've been scrapbooking lately. So if you watch it, some of the last ones are previews of scrapbooking processes that you're going to be getting between now and like mid-June. I think I'm out to mid-June with process videos. So anyway, and next week I will not be live on Friday because M number 3, so my granddaughter and I, it's her super special grandma overnight for her birthday. I've talked about that, how I do that with the kids, and we have a really big day planned for Saturday. That's going to be really cool. So, oh, that's nice, Susan. Susan just said she watched the video before she joined us tonight. So, anyway, so I won't see you guys this coming Friday, but I think the Friday after that, which is the day before National Scrapbook Day, actually, I will see you, I think. Or no, next Friday is the day before National Scrapbook Day. So, yeah, I won't be scrapbooking on National Scrapbook Day because I'll be with M number 3. So, but, oh well, we'll be making memories for me to scrapbook later, right? All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. You guys take care, and thanks, Nancy, and thanks, Susan. Thanks, Linda, for joining as well, and thanks all the rest of you too. So take care, you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.